So I actually grew up on this side of town, and it's known just kind of as like an area of significant poverty over here. Literally 1 mile up the road is the place where they consider, you know, the ghetto of Fayetteville. And so like just growing up kind of in that lifestyle and around those sorts of people, that just like, there's a lot of desolation, there's a lot of hopelessness. And this was just always kind of a spot I came to collect myself and to like get some quiet. This is where there's no mom and dad arguing. This is where there is no, well, the water's off or the lights is off. This is where it doesn't matter if you have food or not. You know, this was just kind of our place, and this is the place where we were happy. After we moved here, my mom was just kind of searching for something for us to get involved with. She kind of saw the issues that were going on in our neighborhood. She actually ran across Potter's house. One day she just told me, she was like, hey, these folks are gonna come pick you up from your house and hang out with you for a few hours. We were just sitting there laughing and playing and everything, and the next thing I knew, it was years later. I consider every last staff member to be one of my mentors. My real dad didn't stick around. Just kind of up and left. He just kind of skated out, and never really came back around for a while. And that messed with me a lot, because I'd been angry and just full of so much rage that I was just a destroyed person. And that ended up leading me to a road of addiction. I had just started building relationships with some bad folks. Sean and Josh Hall, I believe it was, came to me, and they just kind of told me, you know, they said, you have to think about the people that are involved with your life and whether or not they want what's best for you. And so I woke up one day, and I texted the people I had been hanging out with, and I told them they wouldn't hear from me again. Stayed sober from that day, and one of the big reasons for that was I met my wife. I just knew she was the one. I knew she was the one for me. She was a person that I could confide in, that I could be honest with. And so she's really been like the building block for me of like reestablishing my life and rebuilding my life. Past that, like I said, we got a baby coming. That's the best thing ever. Like, I cannot wait. It's gonna be a little girl, and that's just awesome. I never thought I would have had a kid, let alone in my community, having a kid with someone that you're married to and love. That's completely unheard of. It'll be here in January. Her name's gonna be Ava Claire, and Ava Claire is gonna be absolutely 100% loved more than any child has ever been freaking loved in her life. Growing up, I didn't feel like I really had anybody. And so without Potter's house and the people that were there and actually cared about me and wanted me to succeed, I wouldn't have went to college. I know the hearts of those guys up there and those women up there. They really care about people, and they really care about this community. They really care about those kids and those kids' futures. And you know, Potter's House's philosophy is hope and a future. How do we take people who are in this cycle of hopelessness and give them hope? And Potter's House does that in a lot of ways. The most important ways they do that is every summer they take kids to KA. Every summer they say, hey, we don't care if you have the money to pay for it. We're gonna figure out a way to get you to camp, and we're gonna make sure you enjoy it, you know? In those moments, it was about us. It was about us being kids. It was about us learning to be leaders. It was about us developing into better people. KAA is special, and I wouldn't have had KAA, and I wouldn't have met those friends had it not been for Potter's House. It's somewhere where you go and you are happy to be there. You are happy to be there, everybody else is happy to be there, and everybody knows that they're here for one reason and one reason only, and that is for community. And that is something Potter's House just stands by. It's about, let's give people a reason to be happy, you know? And Potter's House does that.